Hi everybody. I decided to take a little walk late afternoon. See the sun behind me there. I'm wearing a hat that my niece gave me. So I say hi to Mary. Hi, Mary. Well, I hate having the sun hit that camera. I'll hold it to the side like this, I guess. These selfie sticks are not the most stable thing, but it's something. Thought I heard a dog bark for a minute ago. Yep, there he goes. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but smart dog. You ask him what's on top of the house, and he'll go roof, roof. Oh, bad joke, I know. I'm just out walking. There's a couple of recipes that I want to try, and but right now I'm on a weight loss stall again. Actually, I went up. I don't know if it's quite 2 pounds, but it was enough. I kind of like, okay, I guess I gotta get myself back in ketosis. When you're on a program like this, that's what happens. Oh. Switch hands. I'll go over here. Actually, I'm feeling pretty good tonight, so I ate light today. I had I shared a leftover steak with my wife, and had a little butter with that, and I made some more homemade ice cream, chocolate this time. The chocolate powder has no carbs in it, and I sweetened it with allulose for the sugar, and actually I used half the amount that the recipe calls for. So anyway, I'm here down at the end of the block that I started from, way down there, and I don't know, should I continue or go back? This will be interesting. Oh, there's traffic coming. If they're going to turn or not. I'm trying to think of some themes for videos here. You know, it's like there's so much stuff going on, and you just don't want to get involved with this stuff. It's like people take sides, get all emotional. I don't know, it just, I guess at my age I look at that and I said, geez, how stupid we were when we were young. We'd have to pick a side, and then no matter what, our side was right, their side was wrong. I just don't care to get into that kind of stuff anymore. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. Getting down to the close to the halfway point. There's a little kiddie park here, a place to sit down if I want. You know, my weight's hovering at the 260 mark, and actually my app says that I'm about 9 pounds below this time a month ago. So I guess that's a good weight loss, even though it seems like it's stalled. That's okay if it did. I'm going to cross the street here. Let me switch cameras here. Hold on a second here. This is the little kiddie park. Nobody's here. Sunday late afternoon. Switch back here. Okay. Part of me wants to sit down, the other part of me says keep going. My knees are starting to feel it a little bit. No. But of course, you guys have been following me, you know about my cataract surgery. This is like really different for me. I'm out walking and I'm actually able to see clearly with no glasses of any kind. I'm going to go the long way back, make a full block out of this. I was saying, you know, I see so much of this stuff on YouTube, people picking sides. It's in every field. It's not just politics either. There's like, you got carnivore, vegetarians, vegans. Everybody's right. I don't know, I think you got to pick what's right for you, and that's it. You know, if somebody else wants to eat the standard American diet, well, that's their choice. Okay. And you know, I've got as much time left on this earth as I have, but the time that I have left, I want to feel as good as I can, and this diet works for me. I love meat, always have. Yeah, I had to give up the potato. I told my wife, I said, you know, if I get down to like what they say my ideal weight is, or maybe even within 20 or 30 pounds of it, you know, okay, I feel like having a pizza, I'll have one. But you know, it's not going to be an everyday thing. You know, if we have company over and my wife decides to make a batch of spaghetti, okay, I'll eat spaghetti that day, but it will be that day only. The rest of the week, back on carnivore. I don't know. Maybe you guys think I'm wrong thinking that way. And if you think I'm wrong, that's okay that you can think that. You're not the one sitting at the table with me when I'm putting food in my mouth. That's the thing that gets me, is like people think that they've got to regulate every aspect of our lives. I don't know, a guy my age, I'm past working, I'm past picking sides. You know, I have my opinion. Maybe I'm locked into it, but I also know it's only my opinion. It's not necessarily yours. So anyway, I'm still going here. I still have a little ways to go. I can remember a time when I used to do this walk, maybe 20 years ago. My home was over in that direction, and you could see it because these homes were not here. God, it's so quiet. There's nobody out around. I keep thinking maybe people are listening to me, but nope. This is pretty good. At 11 minutes into the video, I'm more than halfway back home. Wow. Maybe I'll edit some of this stuff down for you. I don't know. I should hold the stick up so you can see. I should edit a little clip here. I'm going to say hi to my niece here again. She's so cute, 8 years old. She had to bring me a hat, give me a hat. Actually, she gave me 2 hats. Hi, Mary, this is Uncle Ron. I'm out for a walk wearing your hat. And I'll have to make a little clip of that. Send it to Mommy and Daddy's messenger connection there. Yeah, I feel like I got to slow down a little bit here now. I'm starting to feel it in my knees. But what's the old saying? No pain, no gain. I hope I gained something from this. I told my wife that I really want to go out and walk a little bit. I kind of don't feel as steady as I'd like to be. I'm okay short runs, and I can stand quite a while, but see, now I'm starting to reach my limit, but I got to keep going because I got to get back home. I still have get to the end of the block here. Let me show you. Here, see that? I still got to get there, and then I got to turn to my left that way and go a short block, and then I'm only a few houses from that corner. So there, now everybody knows where I live if they want to figure it out. Like, what's the big deal? I'm a YouTuber with 500 and some subscribers. Basically, I'm a nobody that's a somebody. And I'm a somebody that likes being just who I am. Isn't that terrible when you just hate, or don't you just hate it when you like yourself? Who said I don't have a sense of humor? Actually, I think I have a pretty good sense of humor. But, I do have my times when I get kind of grumpy. What's that? It used to be a movie, I think, or something. Grumpy Old Men or something. I don't know. These people have a beautiful lawn. We used to have a beautiful lawn, but now that I'm on Social Security, I have to watch the budget. And I knew when our city started doing monthly billing for the water bill. And as soon as they sent a notice that they were going to do that, I said, you know what, the water rates are going to go up. I knew it. I said, that's the only reason they do. They take a 3-month bill, and now they go and they give us monthly bills. You know that's why. And you can't blame them. Cost of things are going up. They have to pay, the city has to pay their employees more money. And of course, they got people that live in the same house for 20 years like me. They're restricted as to how much they can raise every year. And they do raise every year. You know, but they have this, I forget what it's called, but it's like a reset rule. So, like when somebody buys a house for X number of dollars, that's what they get the tax based on. So, but they can't raise it more than, it used to be 3%. They might have changed the law by now. I don't know. But I try to give you cost-saving tips. Really, carnivore diet is not an expensive diet. Long ways from it. Oh my gosh. even the highest price hamburger is like $6-7 a pound. If I eat a pound of hamburger a day, that's a lot for me. I just if I eat that much, I won't lose weight. So, well, I think I want to stop for a moment here. Give my breath a rest here, and my knees and legs. You can see from fall the colors are starting to get in. Now, I want to take a road trip this fall, but I don't know if I'm going to have the chance. Every weekend seems like we got something going on here all the way through October. No, I wanted to take a road trip, but we kind of, I don't know how that's going to work out. I was going to go next weekend, but I don't think it's going to work out. Had a friend over, we were watching a movie, and he had to pick his wife up at 8 o'clock. He didn't realize what time it was. When he told me, I said, oh my God, we won't finish this movie. So I stopped the movie, and he said, oh, I didn't realize how late it was. I said, so he went to get his wife at the airport. I said, no, I'll just leave the video here, and we'll finish the movie next time. It's an old John Wayne, old black and white one, but he liked it. Basically about, it's called The Dark Command, about the Quantrill Raiders during the Civil War. And they kind of give a story, kind of like giving Quantrill's side a little bit. John Wayne kind of plays the competition for the love interest. But he's still a cowboy role. He's supposedly a Texan, although he doesn't sound like a Texan. And that's because he didn't come from Texas. Okay. Well, I'm going to cross the street here. I'm one house short of my home. Make sure nobody's coming down the street here. I'm going to cross. And I'm one driveway away from my driveway here. And so I turn to the left on the sidewalk. I tell you, we have great neighbors. That's one thing. Both sides of us. Nice people. And we're lucky in that way. I remember I lived in a house one time, and the guy had a tree that was on his property, but the branch was hanging down and it's making it hard for me to mow. You'd have to, like, you know, right in your face. And I asked him if he'd mind if I cut that limb off, and he goes, why in the blah 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 would I care what you do? Okay, we don't have neighbors like that anymore, and I'm glad. But I've lived with neighbors like that. I guess you mind your own business and everybody gets along fine. But the neighbor over here, he went and we were trimming some of our limbs, and he says, you know, I have some of that sealer you could put on. I said, oh really? Yeah. He gave me the jar. I went and I sealed the limbs that we cut off. It's kind of like a tar-like substance. Gave it back to him and thanked him. Great neighbors. So anyway, I'm stepping up. You've seen this scene before. I know you have, because I've talked from the porch before on older videos, although it's been a while. Hey guys, thanks for taking a walk with me. It's been 20 minutes. Wow. Okay, maybe I'll have to cut this down. I don't know, but it might be kind of nice. You know, maybe that will be my video, Ron Unedited. Carnivore Ron Unedited, that it is. Anyway, you guys just have a great day. Have fun. I'm going to work on some more carnivore recipes, and I'll hunt the ads for cost-saving stuff, but I really haven't seen much that looks that good. I kind of set a limit of somewhere around $8 or $9 a pound. Oh, got neighbors talking here. Look, you guys have a great day. This is Carnivore Ron. I'm signing out. Bye.